So there are two controversies on this one. One about the FIR against Narendra Modi, and the other argument that Mr. Modi has called the election even before the results are announced, and more than 100 seats, around 100 seats are still left to actually cast their vote, and Modi has called the election in his favor. Ranip Surjewala, welcome. Chandan Mitra, good to see you back after a long time on the Newshour tonight. He's joining us live from Hooghly. Naresh Gujral, welcome. And Gaurav Bhatia, welcome to the debate. We are going to get a couple of other panelists joining us as we move the debate forward. So my first question is to you. Now we have an FIR against your prime ministerial candidate. He holds a press conference at 9:08, 9 hours before polling ends. He displays the Lotus symbol. He calls for the action. Surely, Mr. Chandan Mitra, you don't tell me that Narendra Modi does not know the rules, or is he knowingly violating the rules?
This is up to the Election Commission to decide. I don't think this is a very serious matter at all. He has cast his vote, he has come out.
Not a serious matter.
Questions. He had not a serious matter. Come on, this is really, frivolity. Election Commission should be worrying about the total violation of election norms, rules, conduct, everything in West Bengal. In my seat, there has been wanton rigging. The Election Commission is nowhere on the scene, and they are going after Modi, whether he is within his rights, 100 meters, 200 meters, impromptu, non-promptu. What rubbish is this? Election Commission better get serious, better get its act together. The Trinamool goons.
Isn't that very strong language you're using vis-a-vis the Election Commission?
They can't do anything.
And in fact, I'd like to say, we've got Narendra Modi's FIR reaction also very angry FIR. He says, angry response. He said, I never had a FIR in my life. If someone shows a knife or a gun, FIR can be registered. Never had a FIR against my life. Now a FIR is registered for showing a Lotus symbol. Rules are rules, or do they not apply to the BJP?
No, rules are rules. Rules are rules. I do agree. But you see, the rules are being interpreted differently for different people. I'm sorry to say that. And I think by what I have seen today, I don't know what exactly happened in Ahmedabad. I've only seen it on your channel. But what I can tell you is what happened in my constituency today, where Trinamool goons ran riot and the Election Commission was disappeared. They were not there at all. They claimed their observers were there, but central forces were not there.
I'll come to that. No, Chandan Mitra, I'll come to that. I'll come to that.
Allowing the Trinamool to walk over. I'm more concerned with that.
But the manner in which you dismiss the Election Commission and the FIR itself is quite disturbing. Rules are rules. Gaurav Bhatia, any response? Rules are rules for the Congress party, says. Chandan Mitra says this is hardly an issue that Narendra Modi showed the symbol. Let me play those pictures of Narendra Modi showing the Lotus out there, and whether he was doing it consciously or unconsciously while taking that selfie. Gaurav Bhatia, please respond.
Yeah, let me first clarify that this is not just a violation of Model Code of Conduct. It is far serious than that. It is actually a criminal offense that Mr. Narendra Modi has committed. And the Election Commission of India has passed an order where it has given a finding clearly that Mr. Narendra Modi has violated Section 126(1)A and Section 126(1)B. And what it does is that it actually disturbs the level playing field. It also shows that Mr. Narendra Modi, the prime ministerial candidate of the BJP, has very little respect for the act and for the rules of the land. Now,
and what about Azam Khan? What about Azam Khan? What about your own party when you're trying to divide the country and the army on Hindu-Muslim lines?
I will tell you.
Where are the rules there? Can you be pointing fingers? What about Azam Khan? Was it more grave or less grave? How did you respond to the Election Commission at that point of time?
I will respond to that. Mr. Azam Khan, it was held by the Election Commission. violation
even
of
before the
model code of
election commission
conduct,
passes the
I think
order,
it would be very
you are
unfortunate.
jumping up and down.
I just wanted to say this.
Let the
Today,
election
as of
commission
today,
pass
there
an
are
order.
2 FIRs.
This
was trying to be
no, listen,
smart.
listen,
And
listen.
rather than clicking
No,
a selfie,
listen first.
he scored a
I have a
self-goal.
bad throat.
That is
Listen,
how I would put it.
listen.
An over-smart person
By
scored a
stretching
self-goal while clicking a
you
selfie.
know, you don't worry about it. You are talking about section
Why shouldn't
126
we
1A,
be worried?
okay? Now stick
If
to the
the prime
technicalities.
ministerial
My
candidate cannot
spokesperson-
even respect
my
the law of
spokesperson-
the land, I will be a very worried person.
Don't
It
be
is not a
judgmental.
violation of
Don't
model
be
code of
judgmental.
conduct,
We
Mr.
don't.
Vyas.
The people of
It is
India
a
don't need
criminal
your
offense.
judgment.
There are finding
Please
and
don't be
being given.
My
judgmental.
question
The
to
decision
Please
of the
don't be
my question to the
judgmental.
Congress
We
party
don't-
is-
we don't need your
Violated the
judgment.
section
Listen to
120.
me. Listen to me. That is your subjective remark, and I don't agree with it. That's your subjective remark.
Please
that he has
read
violated.
the order of the
I
Election
would
Commission
not
of
say
India
that.
which has been
You
passed
know,
today.
you
You've not
must
read
know the
that
basic
order. I'll
principle
read it
of
for
law.
you.
I got it before me.
There is a
Permit me
line
to
which
make my
says
point.
he
Why are you
violated the
interfering?
provisions of
permit
RPS
me to make
and
my
therefore
point.
register an FIR.
I have got that order with
The
me.
question,
I have got
it's
that
so
order with
completely
me.
ironical,
I would have rode over
Gaurav
you if I
Bhatia,
had
that
good
you should
throat.
be quoting Election Commission
Listen
rules.
to me.
When if there is
You know,
one
there is a
party which has
cardinal
shown
principle.
brazen
There is-
lack of
there is a
regard for the
cardinal
Election
principle of
Commission
law. Gaurav
and for the
Bhatia,
electoral
for a change,
process,
keep quiet.
Arnab,
it is the Samajwadi
After
Party.
after the order of the
Anyway,
Election
my
Commission
next
of India
question
was
is to
passed,
Ranip Singh
did we
Surjewala.
not abide by the
Mr.
order of the
Surjewala,
Election Commission of India?
is the Congress
You know,
party
you are-
looking
you-
nervous?
You don't come to a
Is the
judgment.
Congress party
You don't
looking
come to a
nervous
judgment. The
by
cardinal
making a big
principle of
deal
law, the
of
cardinal
Narendra
principle
Modi's
of law
comments
is what
after
is
casting the
concerned
vote
unless
or
it's
is showing the
vote
Lotus symbol?
Wait for a
Are you aware that you are looking
judgment?
increasingly
Why are you
nervous, perhaps?
sitting
That
over
may be the
judgment?
perception in the minds of many people. Mr. Surjewala.
Arnab, the nervousness shows from the strength on your channel. When you have three people defending one person because Mr. Narendra Modi is not sure. whether Chandanda or Jainarayan Vyasji or my esteemed colleague from Akali Dal, who will be better able to defend, whose nervous is shown there. But that apart, I just want to point out two short things to you. Firstly, Mr. Narendra Modi is a habitual offender. He offended the law on the first day of first phase of polling.
No, I object.
In contravention of the established law, they proceeded to, I know Jainarayan Vyasji will have his running commentary.
You have to withdraw that.
When he proceeded
you have to withdraw.
Release the manifesto,
1 second, 1 minute, 1 minute, Chandan Mitra. Mr. Surjewala, a minute.
I'm sorry,
a minute.
I'm sorry, Mr.
A minute. Okay, Chandan Mitra, just a minute. I got your objection. I got your objection.
With due respect to Chandanda,
habitual offender? Do you know what it means?
With due respect to Chandanda, I hope you had a good election.
You don't know what it means?
I only want to point out...
Speak over each other, please. 1 minute. Speak over each other.
Three-time elected chief minister.
You have used far worse. You have used far worse vocabulary in your description of several other leaders in the opposition.
Chandanda on this channel just said that the election commission is rubbish.
Withdraw. Habitual offender. No. Habitual offender is not going on record. It cannot go on record. No.
Chandanda, you just said on this election that election commission is speaking on frivolities. Is that the way we are going to speak about the election commission?
I did not use the word frivolity. I did not use the word frivolity.
That both Shri Narendra Modi has,
I did not use no again.
You have, sir.
You are now becoming a habitual liar.
Coming from
you are now becoming a habitual liar. I did not say frivolity.
Coming from Jainarayan Vyas. Yes.
I did not use you cannot. You are
I'm
sorry.
The word
I'm sorry, Mr. Surjewala. I did not say frivolity. You can't put words in my mouth. You can't use. I did not say that. I did not say that.
I think you are just following, sir.
I did not say that.
Mr. Surjewala, hear him.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Surjewala, hear him, please. Mr. Surjewala, hear him, please.
Who has no regard.
Hear him, please.
Either for the election commission or law.
It's necessary. 1 second, Mr. Surjewala, he's saying something.
The whole problem...
At least hear Chandan Mitra. He's objecting on 3 occasions. Mr. Surjewala, please hear. You're even speaking over me right now. 1 second. Here, I request both sides tonight. At this stage of the debate, I'm simply asking a question. No, Mr. Chandan Mitra, please. My question is the BJP being overconfident and is the Congress party being nervous? Mr. Surjewala, with respect to you, I request you to just hear the objections of Chandan Mitra. It is fair that you listen to him, and Naresh Gujral hasn't even spoken. Just listen to him, and then we can continue the debate. Chandan Mitra, quickly, please. You did use, I don't remember the exact words, but I did hear you being quite dismissive about the election commission right at the start.
Look, I do not recall using the term frivolous. Maybe you can replay the video. If I have said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. My point was, election commission ought to be more busy, dealing with things where their writ does not run and people rig at random. They can't do that, and they are after whether Lotus was shown within 100 meters, 200 meters, impromptu press conference, non-promptu press conference. That's what I said, if I recall rightly. And my second point is, I object seriously to Mr. Ranip Surjewala, who is an otherwise good person, using the term habitual offender. He knows what it means. To use this term against a 3-time elected chief minister who is going to become prime minister within 16 days from now is, I think, absolutely derogatory, and he should withdraw this expression, habitual offender, against a man who is going to be prime minister in barely 2 weeks' time.
Chandan Mitra, you asked him. I will ask him if he withdraws. If he doesn't, we agree to move on. 1 second. Ranip Surjewala, keep it brief so we can move on.
Can I now at least complete the sentence on which I was interrupted? Arnab, if a person who aspires to be Prime Minister of the country would have such scant disregard for constitution, for law, for democratic practices, and have not even minimal knowledge of the code of conduct, well, I think it is for people of India to decide if such a person even deserves to be a legislator, much less a chief minister. And he doesn't offend the law once. He offends the law repeatedly. He shows
The
scant
Congress-
disregard for
Congress
law. Can
having
such a
imposed the
person be
emergency.
expected to rule the
Congress
country
having
with
imposed
rule
the
of law?
emergency.
No, sir.
Arnab,
With
can
due
I
regards
come
to
in
you,
Congress having imposed the
Chandanda.
emergency
No.
is teaching us law.
Arnab.
Teaching us respect for institutions. The Congress.
Arnab.
No, but this is, no, one sec, Chandan Mitra, this is not the election commission has found you guilty, not the Congress party.
Yes.
This is not some result of
also,
some
Arnab,
Congress
let us wait.
conspiracy.
Let
It
us
is
wait
not
for
a
the
violation
EC's order.
only of the model
Let
code
us
of
wait
conduct.
for the
be
EC's
your
order.
lack of
A
knowledge.
violation of a statute
Let
And
us
you
of a
did
wait.
run
statute
roughshod over the
Arnab,
rules.
let us
This
wait
is
for
not
the
a Congress
EC's order.
conspiracy. Come on,
Let us
Chandan.
wait for the
enacted
EC's
by the
order.
Parliament of India.
It's not a Congress, it's an
Let us
election
wait
commission
for the
has found
EC's
you
order.
guilty.
Let us wait for the EC's
Arnab.
order. The EC's order, which is openly
Arnab.
flouted by the Samajwadi Party. Let us wait for the
Samajwadi
EC's order
Party
and
has
see
never
what the order
flouted
is,
the
and
EC
then
order.
we will
Even when we
take it.
disagreed
order
with
is
the
on the
EC order,
website of the EC.
we finally abided by what they said. The direction was there and our senior leaders complied with the direction, Mr. Chandan Mitra. Let me set the record straight.
In
and
other
secondly,
words, in
the
other
order
words,
of the
in
EC
other
today
words,
gives a categorical
in other words, Mr.
decision
Bhatia,
that Mr. Narendra Modi
you still
has
believe.
actually violated Section 126 of
One
the
minute,
Representation of People Act. And luckily, it is not the BJP decides what the law of the land is. It is the parliament that decides. Representation of People Act has been enacted in the parliament. So please respect that law.
wait for the order.
And 4 or 5
And
paras
I
of
want
the
to
And now
model
Arnab
code
would come back to SP.
of that very law have been violated
No,
by
Arnab, I think
your
for
great
tonight-
leader Azam Khan.
Let us
Can
wait
I move
for,
on?
wait
My
for one
question to
thing.
Can we comply
Naresh
with
Gujral
the
at this
order
stage
of
of
the
the debate. We are
Election
moving on
Commission
here
of
now. We can remain stuck on this issue. Let the election commission
Let us
decide.
wait
My
for the
question to Naresh
EC's
Gujral is, Mr. Gujral,
verdict.
do you
Let's wait
believe
for the verdict?
Narendra
Why are you
Modi
jumping
says
up and
today,
down from now?
Mr. Gujral, Narendra Modi says today that he has already won the election. 100 seats or more or around that figure are still to cast their vote. Is that the kind of overconfidence that Lal Krishna Advani displayed in 2009?
Arnab, first of all, I'd like to say that today whatever has happened is a very minor error on the part of the Prime Minister designate. I would also say that we should not make a mountain out of a molehill. I hold the EC in huge respect, but I think today they have overreacted and the reaction was disproportionate to the so-called error that was committed. As far as the numbers are concerned, every opinion poll has been showing that the numbers are growing.
No, that's
and
not the question.
If I recall correctly,
that's not the question. The
can
question
you-
is whether it is right of Narendra Modi
You
to
are
call
saying
the
that Mr.
election.
Narendra-
You see, after all, you remember that even Advani
He is
said
calling-
the BJP will
he is
emerge
calling
as
a
the
spade
single
a
largest
spade.
party and the NDA the biggest coalition in the Lok Sabha to form the government. He said that in April 2009. My question more is on the way he has
He is
called the
calling-
election.
okay, I'm saying all he's doing is he's calling a spade a spade. All the opinion polls have been showing that NDA is headed for a massive victory. So if he says that we are getting a huge victory, what is wrong with that?